Have you ever assisted your elderly grandma from the car or up the stairs at her favorite bingo hall? Have you ever helped her get groceries or drive her to an appointment? Or sat with her just because she was lonely? I'm here today to persuade you to consider a career as a CNA. It is a fascinating and fulfilling career to anyone who has the heart of a caregiver. When I was 11, my grandpa had a tracheotomy done. That's where the doctor opens an airway in the windpipe of his throat. And then every hour or so, there's a tube inserted to clean excess fluid from his lungs. Back in the early 90s, Big Spring didn't have the facility for this kind of care. We were going to take him to San Angelo at that time, and when he learned of this, he had a stroke. We were told that in order for him to live, we would have to bring him home. And my mom, who had the education of a 6th grader, was trained to become his caregiver. And I was right along beside her because I helped her with big words as she needed, and I was there to help her with breaks. And this one single event set me up for a lifetime of caregiving. I became a caregiver to my late father-in-law, and now I care for an elderly patient with dementia. I'm now going to go over the reasons why you should consider becoming a CNA, the types of jobs, and what you can experience. It's not easy to be a CNA or a caregiver, but it is rewarding. Knowing that our aging parents and grandparents are well cared for, that they have nutritious food, that they're clean and they're safe, that they're comfortable as they age. The number one reason to be a caregiver or a CNA, it is a high demand job. Indeed.com posted that there are just under 3,000 CNA jobs in Texas as of September 21st, 2024. Locally, we have 2 facilities and 4 hospitals that are short-staffed as we speak. There are so many private care opportunities as well. With varying jobs available, the pay can range as well. Whether in a long-term care facility or working on the med-surg floor at the hospital, there are no shortages of jobs. And there are many hats they can wear. Being a CNA is a rewarding career, and they are the hands-on caregiver, the first line of defense, as they are often the first one to notice a change in the care in the patient's physical, mentally. They'll notice the change in the patient before anyone else. Becoming a CNA is the first step in the medical field, with many schools like Texas Tech and Howard College requiring this training before becoming a nurse. This is another reason why there's such a high demand for CNAs in this field. The CNA course is one of the only courses that does not require a high school diploma or GED. If you intend to move up in the medical field, you will need that, of course, but the starting pay is around $12 and can go up to $26 or more an hour, depending on your experience or certifications. The impact you can have on the patient in healthcare is so much more than you can imagine. The bond that you develop with your patient will blow your mind. I have met some extraordinary individuals in my career. I have met a blind truck driver. I know, that's crazy, right? I've met a Purple Heart recipient. I have held the hand of a well-known published author, and I have helped a man live longer than his doctor predicted. The people you are helping are not only aging, but they could be sick, lonely, and scared. Sometimes you may be the only physical touch a patient receives. There are studies showing healing touch can be so beneficial. Humans need physical affection. Our elderly in a nursing home setting will thrive so much better when they receive meaningful touch, as stated in the Senior Care Professionals 10 Reasons Why Touch Matters in Nursing Homes. Without physical touch, seniors can face anxiety, loneliness, isolation, helplessness, and boredom. Today, we talked about many reasons that you should consider a career in healthcare, more specifically becoming a CNA. Becoming a CNA can be very rewarding. from the variety of places you can work to the types of work you can do, to the rewarding impact that you can have on someone's quality of life. I'd like you to think of your aging loved ones. What kind of care do you want them to have? Perhaps you will consider becoming the best caregiver that they could